The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
His 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Silver.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic. Watch the pass.
On first down, Kaepernick. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches at the Packers 4-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st down, Packers.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
a loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Jimmy Graham, of course, a guy who's been around a while. Been with New Orleans, Seattle, and most recently with Aaron Rodgers and these Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Had 93 catches in a Packer uniform and went over 1,000 yards combined in those 2 years as well. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
There defensively.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little... He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Paddle. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers continue to roll.
the kick is
and his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 42, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
Second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down. To throw is Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones who need to touch the ball.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Kaepernick going to throw. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got Green. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Anthony Miller.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
1st and 10.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st down, Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers again now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick.
We've been around this league for a while.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Montgomery on the handoff.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning.
The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Rolling to his left.